Hi guys, welcome back. My name is Rees Rose and I'm here to bring a message to whomever this resonates with. So we're about to switch things up a little bit, okay? After a little bit of consultation with Source, my spirit team, and major confirmations that I've been receiving from every freaking where, we're gonna do it a little different, okay? So instead of just me bringing you guys general messages, we're gonna tap into signs, all right? Let's tap into the specific signs and what each sign needs to hear from me right now. Capricorns, y'all gonna hear the message first. I'm not giving that intro to any other video, okay? There's 12 signs. Capricorns are the only one who's going to hear that little intro. Everybody else is just going to randomly see these signs pop up on the timeline, all right? So we're gonna start with Capricorn, although astrologically the correct sign to start with would be Aries. But since I am a Capricorn myself, let's go ahead and start with the sorry, y'all, I got a little message. Yeah, let's go ahead and start with Capricorns. All right, so Capricorns, what message do you guys need to hear from me right now? What do you guys need to hear from me right now? Bear fruit. Okay, come on. Come on, us. Bear fruit. Capricorns, y'all harvest is looking a little good. Ooh, but with condition. Hold on. I can't show y'all this card because she's not fully clothed. Bear fruit with condition and autopilot. Damn, but this is good. This is good. It's giving harvest. It's giving y'all about to win really big. And in front of everybody. This with condition card is sitting as the overall energy in the middle. I can't really see. This with condition card is sitting as the overall energy in the middle, and that indicates that I want to show y'all the picture so bad. I'm gonna describe it. Matter of fact, I'm gonna just cover her up. Boom. Okay, so look how she's going for the fruit, right? It's like Eve in the garden. But you see her arm right here? It's like she's reaching for the fruit, but there's a vine that's getting at her right here. It's just like, hold on, be careful what you reach for. With condition is kind of giving me Seven of Pentacles energy. It's like you're going to bear the fruit that you've sown. So the seeds that you've sown, this is all up to you. It's like, yeah, you're going to bear fruit. This is a time of harvest. As far as Capricorns, astrologically, you guys have the upper hand right now. When it comes time to like receiving all the great things that are for you. But the with condition is literally like, what seeds have you planted? How much of a good person were you? What did you sow in all of this time? And that is what you're going to harvest. It's not just, yeah, Capricorns have the upper hand, and just because I'm a Capricorn, I'm going to win. Sometimes it works like that, but in this case, with the with condition card sitting as an overall energy, it's literally in compliance to what it is that you've put out there. Okay, so it's kind of like your karmic bank is cashing out right now. You get to withdraw a couple of things, but all depending on what you deposited. All right, the next card that came out was autopilot. So it's going to be something that's going to trickle in. It's not something that's just going to happen once. This is going to be a bear fruit kind of season. It's not going to be a day. It's not going to be one specific event. You're going to be bearing some fruit for some time. All right, so autopilot is good. It's giving that you guys are going to be able to level up from this. So when you receive the abundance, it's going to come again and again and again. You know, sometimes you receive something, it's just like, ooh, that was nice. All right, I was able to invest in this. And then you worry about all the other things that you have to take care of. And now you're waiting for your next harvest so that you can take care of those things. That's not what this is giving, okay? This is literally your bear fruit season. So when you receive something, you're going to be able to take care of a couple of things. You're going to be able to invest in a couple of things. But you're also going to be able to take care of every single thing that may be weighing on you, that may be on your wait list to handle, your to-do list, things that you want to tackle, things that you want to achieve. You're going to be able to knock all that stuff out, okay? You're checking the list here. It's going to be something like that. So this is looking very beautiful. It's looking very promising, but also, like I said, it has everything to do with what you've sown up until this time. All right, let's get into some specifics so I can see exactly what's going on. Nine of Cups, I told you, this is really beautiful, okay? So you guys have wish fulfillment and lots of success that is about to be sitting underneath your belt right now. This Nine of Cups, with all of the trophies that's sitting behind him, it's kind of giving like, I've done this before. I'm capable of doing it again, okay? Like this isn't, I'm not new to this, I'm true to this. Look at all the trophies I have sitting behind me because baby, I got receipts, all right? So your withdrawal is going to be really, really nice. Your receipts, a lot of you guys, receipts look really good. I had to specify that this with condition is literally in compliance with what you've sown, but it's definitely giving that you guys have sown great seeds. The majority of you guys who are tapping into this have sown great seeds, okay? So, and these 9 of Cups, every trophy that sits behind them, those are the seeds that you've sown. You guys have won plenty of times in the past, and you're just waiting to do it again because you know you're capable of it. You know that you're destined for it. If you work hard every day, you have no choice but to run into the success, all right? So a lot of you guys have been setting yourselves up like a motherfucker, excuse me, but setting yourselves up real well in order to receive this abundance that you are about to come across. 9 of Cups is a card of achievement, fulfillment. You're about to achieve a lot. You're about to feel very satisfied. Like I said, it's going to be on autopilot. So it's not something that you receive now. You take care of a couple of things and you're like, oh, that was nice. All right, back to the struggle. It's not going to be that. It's going to be like, yo, this is my winning season. I actually get to level up here. Like, this is going to send me into a new level, into a new dimension. I get to leave this timeline in the past. And it's not to say any of you guys are on a struggling timeline right now or on a difficult timeline right now. No, it's just to say that you get to level up. Who doesn't want to level up? We all want to level up, okay? So there's always room for improvement. And here is where you actually get to see everything improve simply because of what you've sown. This is beautiful. I want to remind you guys that this is a mid-month check-in, okay? I didn't specify that in the beginning, but I know I'm going to put that in the title. So this is a mid-month check-in for those who this resonates with. All right, the next card that came out was the 8 of Swords. Very interesting. Give me a second. I want to see what the overall energy for this is before I tap into that. Okay, boom, I knew it. Okay, so a lot of you guys have been nervous, feeling a little disappointed, waiting for something to happen. It's like you were in the waiting room. A lot of you guys knew that you were in between timelines, but right now you were sitting in a waiting room waiting for something to happen, and you weren't necessarily in that next level yet that I'm talking about right now. So you know that you were doing great things, sowing great seeds, doing great deeds, and all of those things, but you had this 8 of Swords energy because you're like, I don't know what it is. I have this, I don't know, it just feels like a block. I can't see. And it feels like everything around me is so difficult right now. Even this 3 of Swords that sits as the overall energy, that's like disappointments, you know? So maybe you feel as if things were not happening fast enough for you. You were not seeing the withdrawal that you feel as if you rightfully deserve. But honestly, you were just sitting in that waiting room. You were in a waiting period between the old timeline and the new timeline. And this is all things that you actually deserve, and you knew that. But maybe some of you guys had a little too much ego into it, okay? When you have your ego into it, that's when you're rushing things. You have to make sure you truly surrender so you could allow God to work. You could allow Source to do its thing and let things unfold for you. You don't want to be too in your ego and be like, where is everything? Because that's when the manipulation comes from, and you actually get to, sabotage. Like, you end up losing. You end up messing something up. You're rushing something too much that it ends up going a little haywire, and that's not what you want to do, okay? Honestly, you want everything to just be as smooth flowing and in alignment with what it is that's going on with divine timing so that it can last. You want it to last, okay? If Source has the hands on it, that it's yours. Can't nobody interfere with it. What's for you will always be for you. So, yeah. I had to talk about that a little bit. I knew with this 8 of Swords that something was weighing heavy on you guys. It was like something was there, like a blockage. Like a lot of you guys may have been super frustrated lately. Just quick to, I don't want to say quick to spaz, but kind of like short fused a little bit. And it was all because maybe you just had a little bit of a pessimistic point. Like you were just like, man, maybe things aren't working out for me. You were lacking faith a little bit. Your faith was definitely diminished, but that's all because you weren't seeing the fruit that you felt as if you were supposed to bear right now. Okay. The day you plant the seed is not the day you're going to eat the fruit. Okay. You're going to see the fruit before you actually get to eat it. You're going to see it and be like, yeah, that looks nice, but it's not ripe yet. It's not time for you to eat it because you're going to eat it and it's going to be sour. It's going to be hard as hell. It's not going to be sweet. All right, it's not going to be as ripe as you need it to. So here is where the fruit is ripe. You get to harvest, and you actually get to see the effects of all your great and hard work. All right. So yeah, some of you guys could have been a little disappointed lately, a little pessimistic lately, low on faith. But I do see that you guys stayed the course though. Y'all definitely stayed the course. Because y'all are here to make that harvest. All right, what's in this next card? Five of Pentacles. Y'all. And I'm talking to me too because I am also a Capricorn sun. This applies to any of your big three. If this resonates with you, you could definitely apply it to any of your big three. If any of you guys have Capricorn in your sun, moon, or rising, and this resonates, then it's for you. All right. But this Five of Pentacles is in line with this Eight of Swords because, like I said, a lot of the disappointment, you felt as if you were looking outside of you and everybody's having fun but you. It's like a kid on punishment watching outside the window and all the kids are playing on a block but you. You felt isolated. You felt left out. Like Source forgot about you a little bit, okay? It felt cold. It felt like the struggle a little bit. I know I said that before, but I was just like, I don't want to say that's what you guys were feeling. Maybe that's what some of you guys were feeling, okay? You were struggling, and it's not like you were struggling financially. Some of you were, because it's a Five of Pentacles. But some of you could have been struggling mentally, struggling to get by, struggling to continue going, all right? It's a lot sometimes where you feel as if you're working really, really hard and you're seeing no rewards for it. Sometimes you want to give up because you're like, why am I doing all of this? What is all of this being done for? I'm not seeing anything because of it. Like nothing's coming of it. But with this Five of Pentacles here, this is also a transition card, okay? Nevertheless, it is a 5. Nevertheless, it is a 5, and it is in line with this Eight of Swords card. So I always want to pick out, the silver linings of everything. This Eight of Swords, although this card isn't the most comfortable to get, it's not the most comfortable position to sit in, this person does have a blindfold on, okay? Let's talk about the reality of it. This person has a blindfold on, sitting around a whole bunch of swords that go straight into the ground. Like the swords are very sharp. Yes, we know that. They're swords. They're real, but they're in the damn ground. So all this person knows is like, yo, I'm surrounded by 8 swords right now. These swords can kill me. Yes, they can, but they're in the ground. If you take the blindfold off, if you remove the mask, if you remove the distractions, if you tap into your faith and you actually see, you can tap into your clarity, you're going to realize that can't none of those things harm you. Can't none of those things hurt you, okay? So it's just a learning lesson. It's a transition, all right? When you're in the waiting room transitioning from the old timeline to the new, transitioning to what was to now what is, it's going to feel a little different. It may feel slightly uncomfortable, but that's because you're shedding all of the attachments, all of the things that you've used for basically survival mode, things that helped you in that timeline, things that helped you in that chapter that you're not going to need anymore, okay? You can't take that with you. So let this be the transition that it is. And yeah. Drop all that. You're about to rise. You're about to rise real high. Let's see what this last card is. And then the confirmations. Where are we at? 13? Two of Swords. Damn, y'all. Damn us. Okay. Let's take this too because I saw it. All right. The Two of Swords is in line with this Nine of Cups. Two of Swords. Being blindfolded. Even this person got a blindfold on. I was just literally talking about that. You can't see. You just lack clarity, okay? Everything was clouded. It's like smoke and mirrors. I don't know what the hell is going on. You don't know what's going on in the waiting room, okay? You don't know what the next room look like. You don't know what lies ahead but beyond that next door. You're waiting. All you know is what you came from, and you're like, okay, well, I don't necessarily want to experience what I came from, but what lies ahead of me? Like, oh my God, I'm anxious. Is it going to be this? Is it going to be that? Source, hurry up. And it's like, no, you're not next yet. You have to wait until your name is called, okay? You have to be a little patient, but fret not, my friend, because you are next now. It's just, I'm going over the energy that you were feeling. So whoever this resonates with, you could have been coming out of this uncomfortable feeling where things were just feeling really heavy. You didn't know what's going on. Everything was low-key a disappointment. Like I said, some of you guys were quick to snap. Like it was just so uncomfortable. The slightest things could have triggered you because you felt like you were on the verge of destruction. Like, yo, I'm doing all of this for nothing. Nothing is happening for me. All right. So moving forward, the Two of Cups, the Moon, and the Emperor. Okay. So a lot of you guys are finding that harmony now. You only have 2 cup cards. Yeah, the 9 of Cups and the 2 of Cups, which are great cards to get as far as cups. But the harmony that you're feeling right now, You're finding ease in your emotions. Some of you guys took the initiative to be like, no, I don't want to feel this anymore. I'm going to overcome those weird anxieties that I'm feeling, that nervousness that I'm feeling in my nervous system. It's feeling fluctuated right now. I want it to be nice and even. I want to breathe. I want to relax. Okay. A lot of you guys have found that nice, cool medium, and it had a lot to do with you surrendering, with you going inside. This was absolutely an inside job. Some of you guys could have told yourself like, yo, all right, listen, like we gotta make something shake, because I'm still here. I'm not giving up. And I know what I've done. Am I going to stop? No. I know I keep saying this often on this channel, but it's like, if you're going through hell, why would you stop in hell? Now is not the time to stop if you're literally in hell. You ain't got time for that, okay? So keep going. But a lot of you guys gave yourselves that pep talk as you knew to sit in your subconscious and maybe meditate, talk to source, or literally just figure out, dig deep within your depths, within your subconscious, within you, to figure out, how can I make this work? All right, and y'all figured it out. Y'all found that equilibrium. All right, so much so that the next card and the final card that came out was the Emperor. And here is where you harvest. Okay, here is where you bear all that fruit. It really took you doing the work. Some of you guys just had to shed all the things that no longer resonated with you, from that past timeline. And it took you doing that, and you did it. And now here it is. You actually get to breathe. You actually get to live. And it's comfortable now. It feels good now. All right. That's nice. Since we're talking about harvest a little bit, I want to tap into the money real quick. And then I'm going to leave you guys with one oracle card to close out. Just a couple of cards from here. Nothing crazy, but you guys are about to receive something very beautiful. And this is all in compliance of the work that you've done. All right. It's going to provide lots of stability. You guys just had to make sure that you got yourself there first. You couldn't take these nerves with you, because as within, so without. God's not going to give you a whole bunch of everything if your insides are jacked up. Okay, you had to clear that first. A lot of you guys could have been doing the energetic work, like lighting your candles, spending time, lots of time with water, drinking more water, maybe crying. I see a lot of energy of water here. It's lots of water. But a lot of you guys have definitely resonated with the element water lately. And that is so that you can flush out all that old stuff and get yourself in a nice flow and a nice current, okay? Your currency is going to match that of your insides. As within, so without. Money is not... It's not a thing. It's an energy. It's an energy exchange. It's currency. All right. So it's a flow. As within, so without. What are you putting out? Okay. That's what you're going to receive. Easy does it. Oh, I love it. I love it. They said slow and steady wins this race, y'all. Windfall as an overall energy. Windfall as the overall energy. You are about to receive a windfall of money or a pay raise. For some of you guys, you are receiving the downloads that you need. Like I said, a lot of you guys are connecting to the element of water. And if you haven't visited water, if you haven't been drinking a lot of water yet, maybe your dreams are on point, but the element of water is high. Okay, so y'all are right on the money. It's here. You're there. You don't have to wait no more. The waiting room, yes, you were in it, but you're next. You're next up. So a lot of you guys could be receiving lots of ideas that are going to make you the money, or shit, it's just going to fall into your lap. A lot of you guys could be getting a promotion, a pay raise, a lump sum. And I'm saying, like, when you receive this, it's not going to be just one thing. You have bear fruit and autopilot in line with each other, as well as windfall as the overall energy in these oracle cards. So it's not something that you're receiving right now as a little bit. It's coming in for you, and it's all coming in for you. And for some of you guys, because like I said, like, y'all look resonating with the element of water. It has a lot to do with love too. Like, if any of you guys are single and y'all were looking for somebody to just, be there for you, support you. I don't want to say take care of you, because hell no, we ain't doing that on this channel. No, but to be there to support you, to have that partner dynamic, then here it is. It's not just about money. You're receiving everything at once. That's probably why some of you guys were frustrated, because you're like, yo, can I have a little something? Like, yeah, it don't gotta be everything, but a little something. You're actually about to receive it all. It's kind of like the dam is being lifted and boom, all the water's coming in, okay? So it's going to be very, very, very abundant. You guys can smile now. Shoot, smile now and thank me later. Enjoy this offering. The universe Let me put that. Oh my God. The universe will meet all your needs. Need I say more? This was so beautiful, y'all. This was so beautiful. Y'all are about to be so happy. You just needed to wait a little bit. It just required a little bit of patience, a little paciencia y fe. That means patience and faith. That came from one of my favorite musicals, In the Heights. That's my ish. All right, let me leave y'all with one oracle, and I'm gonna close out. Capricorns, this was beautiful. I'm so proud of you guys. I'm so proud of you guys. Y'all took initiative. Y'all got over your nervous system. Y'all did the inner work, and now y'all are about to reap these rewards, okay? So beautiful. Light. Aw, light dispels darkness. Keep your inner light shining. So make sure that you tend to your inner world, okay? Make sure your inner world is nice and clean, it's fresh, and it's free of the debris of anything that could cloud your judgment, that could block these blessings. Make sure the inner work is always being done, okay? It's not always about what the outside looks like, because that will eventually reflect. The inner world is what matters first. As within, so without. So good job, us. I love this. All right. I love y'all. Bye.